Hello everybody, this is Charles and back with another toy review. This time I'm doing a review for a knockoff toy, which is the knockoff for the Transformers Masterpiece Sideswipe Lambor. And this one they call it the MP12J. Not sure what J stands for, but this is the gold color Lamborghini, which is a knockoff toy. So what I have, oh yeah. Anyway, what it comes with for this KO toy, they did put in quite a bit of effort. They gave you a golden color tag card, and they gave you the stickers to apply on the car. And they also gave you all the accessories that you have. It even gives you the set of golden color power drivers, which were supposedly the e-hobby exclusive for the Masterpiece Lambor, and the silver. And they gave you everything as well. So we're gonna put this aside for the time being, and here is the toy. Let me just adjust the camera a little bit. So here we have the golden color Lambor. So first off, I just like to say that I'm not a supporter or advocate of knockoff toys, because I think knockoff toys is a form of theft, piracy. It's just as good as stealing and make knockoff toys, and not an endorser of it. Only reason why I got this was because I had quite a couple of requests to do comparisons between the knockoff Sideswipe versus the official one, and I happened to find this really cheap from a local contact. So I got this really cheap for like slightly below $30 US shipped. So I got this, and why I didn't get Red Alert or Sideswipe is because I already have the original one. So if I need to get a knockoff toy to do a comparison, I got this one, which is something that Takara Tomy doesn't have, which is the gold color Lambor. So first off, I mean, in vehicle mode, it is pretty decent. I mean, the way that they made it, the joints are all pretty good. No, the joints, I mean, the alignment is very good. So alignment wise, this toy is pretty good. Doesn't roll as well, has some sort of friction. So I think the wheels are supposed to be slightly lower for the original one. So this one doesn't really roll that smoothly, but it still rolls. The toy wise, the gun, yeah, you can put it together over here. This bumper over here, I mean, the Takara Tomy ones, this black square actually pops up more to cover the entire piece, but this one is slightly depressed downwards. It doesn't really matter, because if you compare the Takara Tomy one, it's easier to insert this one for the knockoff toy. So I'm just going to take this out, plug this apart, go to the transformation. Transformation is exactly the same, but I like to say is that generally, from my feeling of transforming the toy, the joints are significantly looser than the original one. So that is without a doubt. So it's significantly looser. So let me just unplug all this out. Okay, so transformation is exactly the same. So this part actually especially is very significantly looser over here as well. But transformation wise, the whole thing is exactly the same, so I'm just not going to go through the details. Over here, okay, it's looser as well, very obviously. Over here, even looser. And I'm going to flip all this out. Okay, but for a knockoff toy, I must say that the quality is not bad. It's significantly looser, but it's not bad. It's really quite good, if I would say, compared to the original. So the standard is pretty much there for this knockoff toy. Okay, and while the knee is looser, it's not exactly that loose. The hips are looser, but not exactly that much looser. Okay, just that you can tell when you handle an original Sideswipe versus handling this one, you can tell the joints are looser. And then the catch over here, okay, it doesn't really catch that well as compared to the original one. So yeah, like I always say, you pay for what you get what you paid for, rather. So over here, let me just transform this part. Okay, so the legs are done. Flip this down. Okay, so over here you just have to open this up. You gotta collapse the waist. Okay, and over here you might have a little bit, it's tougher to collapse this part, so this part has to catch, so you need to actually apply strength, and sometimes you might worry that you might break something, but just apply the strength. But only flaw over this is that for the black bumper over here, right? Okay, there is no way that this black part can pack into this red part. Reason being, okay, the black bumper is too inside. It should be slightly outside. So compared to the MP Lambor, which I am gonna show you all over here. So the MP Lambor, you can see, okay, that the black portion of the bumper is significantly how should I say, it's protruding more. Okay, it's protruding more, okay, compared to the black bumper over here. So you see the black bumper for this gold portion, okay, it's protruding less. So I hope I can do some comparison over here. So you see the one for the Lambor is protruding more, which is why it gives more allowance over here, okay, for this hole to pack into the chest very effortlessly. Alright, I'm gonna put Lambor back. Whereas for this knockoff version, alright, there is a hole here, but it doesn't have enough allowance for you to pack over here, so there's no way you can pack it. No way, unless you really file and dig a big hole here, which I don't think you want to do. If not, you can't really pack it in, because you need to file it all the way almost to the tip in order for it to pack in. So that's the thing. So this is the error, or rather this is the shortfall of knockoff toy. You know, they should have protrude this probably 2 or 3 millimeters more, just 2 or 3 millimeters more, and it will be perfect. So this is what you get for a knockoff. Again, the head is extremely loose, extremely loose. All right, and I'm just gonna finish the transformation first. So, okay, apart from that, yeah, certain joints are pretty okay, but this one feels pretty fragile, if I should say. Okay, let me just see if I got the alignment correct. Okay, there's no way you can pack this in, but the chest pretty much holds itself. In terms of the shoulder portion wise, pretty okay. Okay, let me just lift the camera up a little bit. Okay, so yeah. So if you guys might think that my transformation is a little fast, because I've done it so many times for like 3 or 4 of my reviews of the same mode. So if you'd like to see a more detailed transformation explanation, please go to my original videos for Masterpiece G2 Sideswipe, Masterpiece Lambor, and Masterpiece Red Alert. Yes. So here is yes, yeah, the knockoff toy. So here compared to Sideswipe is exactly the same. Okay, exactly the same. Height and everything. So it's pretty much a quality knockoff toy. And shoulder cannons wise, okay, compared to Takara, which you need probably more strength to fit it in. This one, not sure if they purposely reduce the measurement or they make the hole bigger, but it's pretty much easier to put it in, and it stays on pretty well as well, so which is a good thing. The gun wise, yeah, I can hold pretty well as well. Overall joints are decently tight. So articulation wise, everything is there. It's exactly the same toy. Head is extremely loose, but apart from that, it's okay. The shoulder joints is extremely tight. Okay, it has all the same articulation as the Masterpiece Sideswipe. So this is actually a quality knockoff toy. But if you handled the original MP Masterpiece Lambor or Masterpiece Red Alert and Tiger Tracks and G2 Sideswipe, you would really feel the difference. You can tell that this is not on par. Okay, it's not on par. It's very well done, but definitely not on par with the original toy. All right, definitely not on par. But it's considered a good knockoff, you know, I should say. So no, but like I said, I do not advocate knockoff toys, but with the price of Masterpiece Lambor and Red Alert being so high, I can understand why collectors who come in late to the hobby would get the knockoff versions just so they own the toy, you know, at a much cheaper rate. Like I said, this is like $30 US shipped. So I can understand that, you know. We can only hope that, you know, Takara, Tomy, or Hasbro will reissue them, so that, you know, those of you who started late in the hobby will be able to get the original toy at a much affordable price, and you do not need to turn to a knockoff toy. I mean, seriously, if given a choice, if I were be able to get a knockoff toy for 30 bucks, but if I were to get the original at 60, 30 is not that big of difference to me. I would rather get the original at 60. But right now the price of an original Masterpiece Lambor and Red Alert is probably in the range of 80 to 100 plus. I haven't been keeping track in eBay for a long time, so maybe 80 to 100 plus. So that's why I can understand why some collectors turn to getting a knockoff toy. And honestly, as a knockoff piece, it's really decent, you know, it's decent. But now I'm just suddenly wondering, you know, this toy is, you know, gold plastic. It's gold plastic. It's not gold painted. It's gold plastic. I wonder if this toy will have the GPS syndrome in years to come. We can only wait and see. You know, we can only wait and see. But even if this toy has a GPS syndrome, it only costs $30 US. So be it. You know, so be it. So yes. So yeah, here's my review for this piece. So to all those of you, especially my audience, who have been asking me about my take on the knockoffs versus the original, I think, yeah, this is decent. It's decent. You know, it's a decent piece. So if you find that really original is too expensive, you can turn to this as an alternative. But I personally still prefer that you go for original. Oops, I forgot to transform this last part. Yeah. So this is it. And for those of you who are thinking of getting the Yokohama, Takara Tomy Yokohama exclusive Sideswipe, unless you are a hardcore fan, unless you are a completist, I would recommend against getting it, because the toy is exactly the same. Only difference is that it doesn't have the imprinted Autobot logo, so it is plain, but they give you stickers to paste it on instead. So apart from that, the toy is exactly the same. I think it's a very cheap effort from Takara Tomy to launch a museum exclusive that's exactly the same, and just take out the Autobot logo and expect you to pay triple the price for it right now. Okay, it's triple the price because of the secondary market prices, unless you are based in Japan or you get it cheap. If not, you have to pay probably double or even triple the price to get it. So my recommendation is not to get it. You know, had they make the Sideswipe with a different sort of touch, like for example metallic red or metallic shine painting, I would have paid for it. It would have justified the reason for me to get it, and it would have justified itself as an exclusive. Okay, but right now, it being exactly the same color, just missing the Autobot logo, doesn't justify the word exclusive at all. In fact, it makes the word exclusive look very cheap. So I'm totally against getting the piece. So unless you are a completist, unless you are freaking rich and you have a lot of money to spend, or you just want to get it for the sake of getting it, I would recommend against getting it. Alright, so here's Charles signing off with yet another toy review. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Do stay tuned to my channel for more reviews next time.